We live. What's going on, people? Midwest in the building. I got money for it. Fam, y'all already know what time it is. P83 in the building as well. I want to welcome everybody to the Midwest show. What's going on, lovely people out there? YouTube land, Facebook world. What's the word? What's the
What's
word,
the
people? What's
word?
the word? Accessing your letter H account.
What you got?
For real, for real.
All right.
Yes, yes, y'all already do, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all already do. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, people. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, yes. Come on in, people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone's welcome. Just like that. Everyone's welcome. Yes, it is. Yes, they are. She said, "Hey, got my Yano today and just finished my first cut." That's what's up. What up, Ross Boss? Let's get on this business, man. What you got? You got something for the RV? I can throw you a link so you can jump up here real fast. We get on some business and then we'll get back to the other stuff in a little while. Right now we got
Get back to the business.
yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do.
Booger, why you walking so fast now, nigga?
Y'all got what y'all need.
You got
He ready to
soda,
go.
now you want to leave. P, he got his soda, now he ready to leave.
Now he ready to go. Ross Boss, I dropped the link.
Look, he talking about he was testing out his speed, P.
Just in case he got the dip. He said at the plantation right now, strong minded individual was good.
Was
Yes,
good.
sup, my brother, sup. She said, hey, strong minded, and Ross Ball, strong minded. Hey, Kay, what's up? What's up? Yeah, y'all loud for no reason. Y'all.
People getting their court dates back.
Yes, I got a couple people got their court dates back.
I wonder. I want to make sure that everybody that got their court date back. I hope y'all went and put it in the newspaper because you got to have it in the newspaper for 4 consecutive. Well, out here in California, 4 consecutive weeks before your court date. 4 consecutive weeks before your court date. You got to have it ran in the newspaper.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know it because look, what you got to do when it's in the newspaper for 4 weeks or 2 weeks. What it's doing is letting everybody know. It's just
You
like what a
putting
paper is
everybody on
doing.
notice. Yep, you putting everybody on notice. That's what that publication is. Anybody that say you owe them, anybody that got any discrepancies about that all caps name, they should show up at that court date. That's why you're making a public announcement. That's why you got to publicate the name.
Yes, sir.
Hey, when I read that on there, it said if anybody got a problem with me correcting my name,
They got to show up
please
at that
show up
court
to
date.
this court date.
Yep, they got to show up. And then if they don't show up, and then they try to contact you after the date, and you got your decree, they in contempt of court because they already it was already out there. They didn't show up. Just
Mm-hmm.
like this. What's up, Kay? What's up, Kevy Kev? He said he got no drunk his first cup. He good. Wanted another one already.
What he
That's all
do?
good, my brother. That's all good. Mari, get out that refrigerator.
Court dates, y'all.
He said, how do I put mine in the newspaper? I already have my name changed and tell everybody I don't know have a court date. Kay, don't you got your decree
Let me
already?
see. Oh, okay. You gotta have. No, I think what you just said, Midwest to K. She said, "How do I put mine in the newspaper?" The It was almost like the court order newspaper.
No, I'm just saying, like, I thought Kay said she already had her decree.
I thought so too.
And if they didn't tell you to put it in the paper, then you ain't have to.
Huh. Ours told us, Kay, that we have to put it in the
I
paper
don't know why
before.
you confused, Kay, because every state got a different process, and that's what we say. You can't be confused if your state didn't want you to put it in the paper before they did it, or you didn't get no paper saying that you had to publicate it, then you don't gotta worry about that. So I wouldn't be confused.
Yeah, each state was a little different. That's why, some people had to do the fee waiver, some people didn't. Some people, like in California, it was 500. In other states, it was only 150. Every state is different. That's why we was like, everybody go to your state, get this petition, and try to see, what do it takes to finish your petition. Oh, we at the house now, nigga. You just want to leave me? Nah, you could. You could. You walking fast. I hurt my toe last night. Feel like my shit is all purple. Two of them is purple. I just thought about that, MW. I got purple toes from doing that. My shit don't hurt, and I'm walking to the store and shit. That's how much
Yeah, Kay, they
willpower.
didn't tell you to put it in, then you good. Yeah, Kay's was easy, yeah. Because I had to publicize my. Sometimes when you do it, Kay, they'll do it for you. Like Illinois, they did everything. Shipper didn't have to go do nothing but check it, make sure it was right. He called and checked it and had them send him a copy of what they put in the paper to make sure that it was just like the court order, because they would go in there and do it different. I got 3 different articles from with somebody I was helping that's locked up. I had to call them 3 different times so they could correct the name the right way, the way that the order was given to them. So yeah, they even know what's going on. When you coming up with that proper name, trying to get it proper, they know what's going on. That's why they be looking at you saying, "What are you doing? What are you trying to do?" And all that goofy stuff. They already know. Straight up. And they know that you put in a certain part of the paper that a lot of companies not gonna even go, looking in it. Who what company gonna go get a paper and check the legal section and see if somebody getting a name changed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's up, T1? It's all good. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Want to go in on a fair? Stop touching them. It's strange business sometimes. How do you mean?
Yeah, MB.
What you say, MW?
No, I was saying, was you there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I muted my
quiet.
mic. I mute my mic whenever I went by my TV. Coco was watching some cartoon stuff. I don't want that cartoon to go on your live.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hell yeah. Booger, don't sit right there with a little puppy ass. You over here. We gotta go in the back. Oh,
Peace. Ewok Thomas, what's going on? Kevin Kev, yes, Jay from the Shy in the building.
in
What's
the
going on, y'all?
building.
I hope everybody looking for those dates and taking care of their business with this name change situation, because I got more information, but it's like everybody in the same spot except for like 2 or 3 people. I know people waiting on dates, and that's
No
why
doubt.
I had started introducing the Gano Excel to the people to fill in that gap. But we got to make sure that everybody's sharp on what they need to be doing, and they got their dates and they remembering the things that they need to do. And I have I put affidavits in level 3 yesterday for the people who in level 3. I put some affidavits in there that need to be taken care of and notarized and sent in ASAP. Where you send them, the address is on the front page, uh, just like that.
Huh.
I put that affidavit in there for level 3. And let me see what else. What else we got?
Hey, Tawanda. I see you down there.
Who killer is that?
That's our that's our little Chihuahua.
Ah, somebody got an ankle biter out there.
Yeah. Cause I came in the backyard, that little motherfucker started barking at me like it wanted to do something. It ain't even bigger than my fucking hand. Ugh. Trying to find out how did it break out my backyard, even though it's so small. It was in the front of the yard, and we wanted to know how did it get up there. This is where it got out at, right here. Bring one of them brick. MW.
You got to file them in the court. What's up, Sachi? Yes, yes. You got to file all that paperwork in your court. We got to go to the clerk and file the petition. And if you get any type of assistance from the state, they got a fee waiver. You can, so you won't have to pay the fee. And that's it. Your petition, your order, and your fee waiver. You'll be ready Monday. That's all good. That's all good. Everybody got their paperwork, their dates. What state you in? You are. Strong-minded individual in the building. Kate stopped by. She said, "Hey, guys, my getting on today. Just finished my first cup." Ross Boss said, "What's going on, family?" Kevin K say, got my Gano, drunk my first. Good. Want another cup already. That's what's up. That's what's up, Kevin K. He said he got that Gano. She wanted to stop by. Hey, family. Jay from the Shy in the building. Peace and prosperity to the family. Yes, Lord. Ewok Thomas. Peace, peace, peace. Sassy in the building. What's going on, P83?
Shit, chillin'. Sachi said she had her first cup today.
Had my first cup of Gano. How was it, Sachi? You want to get up here and tell the people how it was? There's the link right there if you want to. I mean, it's up to you. But yes, I need everybody to make sure they got their paperwork in order and they've got these dates. And don't forget about those dates because they're very important. And you need to be trying to I'm trying to think. Yeah, I gotta get to level 3 before I can't get out of affidavit right now. So, Kevin Kev, you want to jump up here and tell me and tell the people how your Gano was? The first cup of Gano.
Hello, fam.
What's going on, Sachi?
What is it,
Yes,
Patsy?
I I have a great result from the Gano I had this morning.
Okay.
Um, I'm just gonna be raw results because I have high blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So I I I like hazelnut, so I tried the hazelnut one first. I drank the coffee and probably about 10 minutes, I noticed that my blood pressure had spiked. So I didn't get alarmed or anything. Immediately I thought, well, I'm putting something new into my system. It has to have time to, generate through my system and everything. So my blood pressure went down. I didn't take anything. As the Gano worked through my system, my blood pressure went down. And I got up and I started looking around. Everything started looking very clear. So I knew then that it had worked through my system. It had brought my blood pressure down because I have one of those blood pressure monitors, and it was normal. It went down. I will definitely continuously drinking that Gano because when it helped my blood pressure, and then so that means I don't have to take no. I'm not gonna take any more pills. So
Yep,
that's
no
the only
need.
medication that's the only medication that I take is blood pressure. But it has right now my vision is so clear, and it has worked through my system and brought my blood pressure down to normal levels.
That's
So
what's up.
therefore, this is the truth. It really is. I can feel it now in my system. It's like a light cloud like feeling. No, drugs or anything, but I can tell that it's actually working through my system.
Right.
So I just gave it to you raw. It's nothing. People have to understand. Everybody's body is different. Everybody has different issues going on. You have to let it get into your system and work and adapt to your system. So I will continuously drink the Gano, and that is 100. And
All good.
people that suffer from high blood pressure, I can speak on that. I can speak on that. You need to really start taking that Gano and get off of that blood pressure medicine.
Right. Well, thank you,
So
Sachi.
I'm going to try the classic tomorrow. All right. It's a pleasure. Y'all better
Yes,
get
sir.
y'all Gano. It's for your health
Yes,
in
sir.
order to enjoy your
Yes,
good
yes,
day,
All
y'all.
good.
people.
All right, Sachi. Thank you.
Sachi, you drank the coffee. I'm so excited. So excited. So happy to hear your testimony. Hi, family. Happy Gano Day to everyone on the panel. Happy Gano Day to everybody in the chat. This is going to be a dynamic day, you guys. Midwest is still, we are all on track for that 20 grand. And just to come in right now and hear her telling that positive testimony at first, hey, that blood pressure went up. But then she said that she let it work in there. Make sure to drink lots and lots and lots of water so that the Ganoderma can do what it do. Sachi, woo! That's fire right there. I love that testimony because that's what I was struggling with. That high blood, that'll get you, but not for us.
Yeah. Thank you for your testimony, Sachi. Appreciate that, sister. Appreciate that, sister. Who's that? Ewok, where you go, Ewok? Yes, but don't forget, we need to make sure y'all got the paperwork together. I dropped those affidavits in level 3 chat for the people that's on, they got their degrees and things like that. Level 2 people, I need, what time is it? We need to be in the Discord today for level 2 about 5 o'clock my time. So that's like an hour and 22 minutes, something like that. An hour and like 22 minutes. We need to go up into the Discord so I can see where everybody at. Because I got this, I got some more paperwork that you guys need to fill out. While you waiting on y'all dates to come back. She said, peace, money boy film. She said, yeah, no tip, thank you, yes, yeah, no works. Yes, it does. It does work, people. You gotta let it work. What's up, Shalonda in the building? What's going on, sir? How far you is in your paperwork? Do you got your is you waiting on a date or is you just excuse me. Excuse me, I'm scratching this stuff. Yeah, man, this notification. I know. What's up, Freddie, man? He said this notification. Kate said she was handling the affidavit right now. So if you are in level 3, I need y'all to get that done ASAP and get that out. What else? Yeah. What's she saying? Yes, sir. Saying what that time zone. Yeah, we're in the same time zone, Sachi. Yeah, it's 3:40. It's 3:40 where I'm at right now. It's 3:40. And how many of you guys took care of that data sheet?
I did.
If you took care of that data sheet, you know what I'm saying, starting that little work, that little process, can you put a 2 up in the chat, please, if you start in your UCC 1? And if you already got your UCC 1, can you put a 3 in there? So if you starting it, put a 2. And if you got it, put a 3. If it's in upper lowercase, Freddie Mac, they're addressing you, my brother. That's the only thing you want to accept when it come like that. That's all. Because if you open it and it's in all caps, it's fictitious, meaning that it's not yours. Okay, you say it's probably okay. It's all good, Shalonda. It's all good. If anybody out here that need that UCC one done, let me know. If you need a link to the beginners lounge, let me know as well. I was over there yesterday trying to have a meeting with the people. No one showed up when I sent out the notification.
Look, I'm not ready for this trip to be over yet, and I kind of just do fun.
Yeah, Freddie Mac. Yes, indeed. You still do. Let them know. Yeah, she said, I will be starting on my UCC this coming week. Okay, Sachi. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just trying to see where people at and make sure everybody, still focus on their paperwork as well and get things taken care of so we can get this knocked out as well. No distractions on this paperwork, people. No distractions on this paperwork as well.
This is my feet. Sorry.
Money boy, you there?
Last night when I had this plan. I wanted to tell you.
That's even better. Send it to him.
That's what you're gonna say.
No.
I mean, I've been watching you.
Okay. Is that it? We've been on for 27 minutes, people. Okay, anybody else got any questions about their paperwork, UCC, the name change, anything to that nature?
Out of nowhere, for no reason.
No, I'm sick. Remember I had the tummy?
You don't send me anything to your mail as far.
What? No, I'm not escort. No, I'm not Iron Man at all.
Yeah, Freddie, man. You got everything you need already. You got everything you need to send to him, so that's all you got to do. Hey, just I have contact. It's all good, Kay. I know, right?
My bad, y'all. I'm back. I was over here posted, man. Talking to one of the brothers, give him some, understanding.
Yes, sir. We over here trying
You
to
over there hiding. You over there hiding. That nigga over there hiding.
That's why I keep looking down. Like everybody, I don't know if somebody's taking it the wrong way, but I can't look up. Oh, probably. So I was just doing my work. Like, how you doing?
Yeah, that shit. I'm like, that nigga over there. You can tell your whole face. It looked like you loved it though.
I'm loaded. That was some good shit. Oh, mama. But yeah, I was. That was some nice weed, man. I swear to God. But yeah, we just saw the UCC. I'm trying to see who all started. Who got in touch with, Kay said she talked to him, and a couple people talked to him already, so they can get their liens done.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm reading off the chat as well as I go. So Yeah, but I'm here. I was here with the people, trying to make sure they still focus on this paperwork, and we got to make sure they got they getting their dates and not forgetting about what's most important. Is getting out of this system because everything else will fall in place after that.
Man,
What we doing
yeah.
between time is just what we doing in between time. Excuse me, is just to kill time because you guys waiting on something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all waiting on dates. So instead of sitting around being bored, that's why we doing the Gano. Other than that, it's strictly paperwork. Just like that. Strictly paperwork. That's what I'm focused on. Cause I do all that other stuff. I could do that in my sleep.
In the sleep.
Uh,
It look like it's sunny as hell where you at, Shock. It's
oh
snowing
my
like a
baby,
motherfucker where I'm at.
Oh, it's
man.
done. It's done perfect outside. It's like it's like perfect. It's like perfect. In Cali right now in the cap. It's perfect, y'all. You come. I'm in shorts
Right.
right now. I'm in shorts in Cali over here posted in the sun, man.
he come out like on one of them videos, one of them Ice Cube
Hey, look,
videos and shit.
got a pull up bar, you know what I'm saying? Hanging from the pull up bar, like you know what I'm saying? Piecing out here, you know what I'm saying? Got the tire, you got the sledgehammer, just out here finna get the curtain out here in a minute. I'm finna have that garden out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. That's all good, my brother.
Gonna have herbs and vegetables growing in a minute.
It's all good, T Wonder. It's all good. I just want to make sure everybody's starting it and getting it, just starting and then getting it done. That's the most important thing is starting it, calling, talking to them.
And let me tell y'all this. Those who's going through and getting their UCCs, they glean, they financial statements through how we got them. I'm telling you, it's the perfectest way. It's like one of the best way. I'm not gonna put too much info. That'd be on a private conversation, one-on-ones, or however you want to do it. But
he froze, people. He froze. He'll be back. All right. He'll be back. He froze.
may have a my bad. My video was going out. I have to stop talking. So.
It froze again, my brother. I know, right? That was a.
I thought it was something else that more than what it was. So when those who get it, and y'all want to actually sit down and have a conversation, and we can actually speak on it and actually sit down and give a more of an understanding about it, and what's the reason behind things and how to utilize it, like understand the what's in the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being on 100. That's just going people to people. You know what I'm saying? That's just being one-on-one. That's just being rather be on the phones or in a little Skype chat with me, Midwest, whatever. That's going to start being in the openings too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not just in the Discord with everybody, because, everybody's on their own level and everybody at their own understanding. So you'll want to break down certain things at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? Even though we explaining the same exact thing, but we want to be, more focused with the individual, and just so we can figure out where they're at and seeing what language and see how we could, break it down to them where they at. Because remember, we was where you at, we still were, you know what I'm saying? Where we from, whether you from the streets or upper class. You know what I'm saying? We from it. We know how to communicate with the people we come from, and we educated ourselves to communicate with people of a higher class and a higher education as well. Rather particular on this subject or any other subject. It's just a matter about being comfortable with the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know Spanish, Chinese, or anything, so it's gonna be a confusion. So we gotta figure out where we at on head to head, so we can, you know, break it down to you at that level, and then break it down to an understanding of modern times of how you existed in life and going through life,
Right.
and explain it to the paperwork and your position that you are now as a private banker once you get it done.
Correct. Yes.
So that'd be some little back sessions with people once whoever get that done, you know what I'm saying? That would be that little back sessions. We could have them little sessions with Midwest and shit. We already been talking, me and Midwest been talking about doing other things, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, and that's all, and this is all just for, you know, this is all just being regular. This is all free time, because it's just like doing that will sacrifice, you know, a little bit of the live, but we doing all this stuff live for free. But so why not pull an individual personally for, you know, a little 30-minute session or something? But don't get me wrong, if, hey, you all can feel free to give a donation, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, hey, it's all free, people. On certain, you know, on certain things, you know what I'm saying? Things that can be free, that beneficial, things that can be public, and things of that nature.
Right.
And then we're basically, just look at it like a psychiatrist, not in a way of helping you with your problems, but in a way of breaking down this information on our level, you know what I'm saying? So on the level that we operate in. So look at it as that. Don't look at it as a psychiatrist, like we break it like health problem shit, but look at it as like we're breaking down this information and breaking it to you in that way, in that aspect. And also it could be a therapeutic of stress, of not understanding everything that's been going on. It could be therapeutic as well as gaining that understanding to help you understand the situation that you already been through. So it's beneficial, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And also gets the confusion of the social security and the name and not using this and using that. So we want to bring clarity to everything. You know what I'm saying? And the best way to bring clarity is not on a live and stuff, on a, you know, personal, because some things could be shared, broke down that I don't want to say on live, or even that could be said, but it could just be broke down better, and you know, on the private. You know what I'm saying? Because I could use certain words that I'll feel more comfortable just breaking it down this way. Don't, you know, and I can pull out, you know.
Exactly. I know what you're saying. Yeah. Just like that.
And not only that, but then y'all also get a better feel. Like if y'all want to book and have, you know, book us to come out to certain cities or whatever, you have a certain feel through that one-on-one call or Skype call of how it would be if we was in person. You know what I'm saying? Of the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and showing and things of that nature where you and your people put something together. So y'all have that feel as well. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's all. I see you were serious, huh?
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's cool. Yeah, the one-on-ones. No, they say that's cool. The one-on-ones is better than the live. Because like you say, certain words or certain things, the questions that they be putting in the chat that we be taking out, those are the questions for those one-on-ones. Yep. So if you ever put something in there and they get taken out, just know it's nothing bad. It's just that's something that you know, we do one-on-one. So if I put something in the Discord, then that's what we talk about, what I put in the Discord. We don't talk about that on the live because that's for you guys. Where I put it, because I don't put it in the same, every room don't get that. So then now people be like, well, what's this and what's that? Then, you know what I'm saying? So we just we're not trying to confuse nobody, basically.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And you could feel more comfortable saying the questions, like explain it more on, you know, talking. Some people don't feel comfortable coming on the panel or calling in. So you could basically like explain your question. It's better to hear it than, you know, typing it how you want to type it. You know what I'm saying? Because people, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's something that's going to start coming right now. So I mean, you know, we're going to start doing things like that. And like I say, it's for free, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, just be generous at sometimes if you call in and we spending a lot of time with you and stuff like that, you know, it'd be, you know, everything's much appreciated.
And then y'all get ready because y'all finna get ready and drop a channel too as well, people. So y'all get ready. Get ready. It's finna get real big real quick.
It's gonna get real big. Me and Memphis go back and forth. We're gonna have a lot of docs really explaining a lot of things that we have in our artillery that kind of help educate us to a better understanding. You know what I'm saying? biblical things, you know what I'm saying, spiritual things. Because my channel, as well as Midwest, it's everything that Midwest is doing, you know what I'm saying? But it's just me, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be Midwest on mine on his, you know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna be a lot of knowledge dropping, you know what I'm saying? Even like what's better than having 2 channels that's
Cause I
like,
really ain't even dropped nothing yet. I just been sitting up here, just going.
yeah, but
back.
now you just drop sitting on there dropping nuggets like just live, and you ain't really picked down like you got stuff. You just haven't really, like you say, you got shit in motion. You just haven't really just did it. Like you ain't picked out to the people. Like it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And me and Midwest, we sat, talked, pinned some stuff together, got some plans together, and it's going to be some real nugget dropping, like explaining situations that people ain't going to be explaining. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be some ULC in this. It's going to be some ULC reverends in this month. Hey, we're going to be ULC reverends in that. And we're going to be talking that real knowledge that the people don't, that the churches and the people y'all go see don't be explaining. But what I'm saying, we're explaining things that pertain to what we're doing now. Everything goes together. That's what y'all got to understand. So we're going to teach you to understand from a third point of view, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's going to be a little psychology in there, you know what I'm saying? A little understanding, a little poetry, and that's what it is. Communication is the key. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we're going to have people face their fears, rather if you know it's fearful or not, rather if you know you're fearful of it or not, your subconscious will let you know. And we're going to, and the one-on-ones, I'm telling you, bro, watch those who get these 1 and 2-on-1 with me and watch. Y'all think, watch. We're going to break it. We're gonna break it down, the whole perspective of your perspective of the situation. Because remember, everybody we're doing a lot of the same things, but everybody's perspective is still different.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So,
and what better way to get it from your own perspective? Whew, that's the
thing. We're gonna see your perspective, but not turn your perspective, depending on, because like I said, there's truth and wrong in a lot of things, rather what I'm saying or not as well. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying? It could be spiritually wrong, right, morally wrong, whatever to somebody else, but it could be true. You know what I'm saying? You can't change the truth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And people will know the truth because they'll feel it. They'll feel the intention. They'll feel it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They'll feel it. Yeah. You know, it's the things you can't see that's real, y'all. Remember, if you can't feel feelings, but you can see the reaction to feelings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know it's real. You see what I'm saying? You gotta break your down and think like that. And that's the type of conversation. Y'all gonna be like, bro.
It's gonna get deep, but it's gonna get deep for a reason, to bring you out of that little dark, like Ghetto Tiff was correct, that little dark place, because it's always a dark place.
You know what? I'm gonna show you right here. I'm gonna do a poem I wrote the other day right here. Just for, you said a dark place. You hear me?
Yeah. No, I just wanted to put that out there because last night we was talking and we was debating. I like the debate. You know, sometimes I'll say something just to get something started to debate, because you know, she was right. You know, but I just wanted to see if she was standing on her ground, and she did. And that's when you know you got somebody around you that, you know what I'm saying,
that ain't just gonna turn because you say something.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So I respected that. So she gave me, you know, she got a lot of points off of that last night. Yeah.
Just like the darkness thing I wrote there. That's what you say. Look, y'all. One spirit came from darkness of the womb, as the world came from the midst of darkness. Earth formed the body. Since the beginning, one fell to a philosophy that overcame one desire to control one's own imagination. One can then lose opportunity to create happiness within, therefore manifest energies that derive from hate. One must become comfortable with its hatred, to overcome it with love, to experience self-liberation to one's crown of understanding of spiritual knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And people fail to realize that we came from dark. The world was born when the Bible explained the world was darkness, and then the light came from darkness. Never, you are the light being. We are light of the world. We give light to the world. Where was you at? Never, you was in the darkness of your mother's womb before you was bare to light. You being the light as well also speak to the light of the other side of the world. But it get deeper. Like I say, everything I'm saying, the poems and shit, it has an explanation, and it has a principle behind what's being said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what people got to understand. What you're doing is the same thing of what I'm speaking on. You know what I'm saying? As in, whether we know it or not, this is life. This is life, and these are principles and aspects of life. So what you got to just, once you know the principles, you could create anything.
Just like that. Just like that.
You know, we need people inspired. We need people to be inspired. We need people to be fired up, not for us, for yourself, because you what matter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we could care about you, all that, because it's a right thing to care about, care about people, but you only matter to you. You know what I'm saying? People over there waiting. This is what people failing to realize. People over there rapping and paying people on T-shirts and talking about RIP. Bruh, that's already to bust y'all bubbles. People's pictures is already on IDs. You already got RIP.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They put your face on something before you got you know what I'm saying? Before you put your face on something. So think about it, what I just said. If you dead, you put your face on a shirt, and they got us deceased in the system, and they got our face on the ID, and they got us as deceased, lost that land in the 1666 Chesapeake Valley Act. Come on, bro. Y'all got to. This is in front of our face. We live in this. We live in this. I just put a real life situation. We lose a family member and we put their face on shirts, on cars. They doing this while we're alive. They taking access to that dead estate.
Yes, Lord.
And I just gave a different scenario and an explanation to really just that's what I'm saying. That's layman terms right there. If you can't understand that, like, how can it relate? And let me throw in there the legal status of legal deceased. That's right there. Since the Q 6066 right there. Lost that C, you know what I'm saying? You got to come back as the beneficiary. That's just trying to find who the beneficiary. The beneficiary has to come back.
Yes. Yes, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's the thing. You see that lien, what he has right there? That's part of the lien. That's part of what you put a lien and evidence and everything to show that your proof and claim of life, that the beneficiary is a life on land. That's his papers when he comes to see to the land. That's his papers. You know, back in the day in 1945, when Hitler, back in World War II, when they start getting the concentration camps, and if you didn't have your papers, you getting riled up in them camps. Well, guess what papers they was talking about? Those papers, show them Midwest. If you didn't have your papers to yourself, if you didn't have your papers and your claims to your own self, because your body was property. Remember, all this went in existence of 1933. World War II started. That's what I'm saying. All this, that whole packet that Midwest got with that book and page number on there, you cannot take or add from the book what the Bible say. You can't take or add from the book. So with that being said, we ain't finna go into all that. You feel me? Corpus juris secundum, bro. Read that right there. In fact, of death, you gotta understand that this is business and commercial, and they're using your body as property. You know what I'm saying? So it started in 1933. They didn't have their papers. Hitler had the right, a legal right. It was wrong morally, in principle. Yeah, it was international treaties broken by using the gas, using war and gas, right? They had the gas, using gas for warfare. That was wrong. It was things that was wrong and breaking international rules of warfare. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying, history. Y'all got to educate yourself in all these ways to understand how this play a part and why certain events happen in our lifetime. Correct. Things ain't happening for no reason.
Correct.
Preach.
The Europeans came here and claimed America in the name of Christianity. That's how they got this claim. The name they came. And remember Pocahontas, and they got her and they took her for warfare with John Smith and all that. I gotta understand, bro. They used the woman, once again, the woman off the biblical as Adam and Eve to deceive the man. They brought that shit upon the man. Y'all gotta understand and look at the bigger picture.
Preach. Hey, we go to church on Saturdays. We go
to church every day because the body's the church. You know what I'm saying? And once 2 or 3 months,
we congregate on Saturdays. We congregate on Saturdays. People. Oh, mama, you got me hot over here, man.
And what does she look like?
It's facts, bro. Yeah, it was colored. You know the native people, and remember, my people I could pull the documentation out right now, bruh. My family on my dad's side is the first natives on Turtle Island. This is not me. This is staying for the record. One of the first natives in Turtle Island in Virginia, bruh. One of the biggest part of the emancipation that but my family is tied in with the direct descendants of the slave, one of the richest men in American history, bruh.
My mamas. And
Blood. The dude that released the most slaves, the biggest emancipation, which is 500 slaves, he freed them because my bloodline was his brother, and he felt bad. Once his dad died, he came in charge and released because he had siblings and he didn't want to own his own siblings. So he released all the slaves because his blood was tied in. Come on, bro.
Oh, mamas. That's when you do your research. That's when you know. And you can speak your facts.
And we native. And that's proof that we native. My dad ain't African. My dad ain't African.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Either.
So this go back to 23andMe because they told you some shit that was accurate.
Well, yeah, because my mom, y'all gotta understand that the female carries this certain gene that the male don't carry, and that goes back to that the female over like 250,000. You know that where they say we come back from that one woman. You know, rather Lucy, they give different names from her. But the female, that's why everybody has the melanin gene in them, no matter how white you are, rather 1/10 of African or whatever. Yes, all the ancestors we did before migration. And that's why all colored people got different structures and different bone structures and different everything. You know what I'm saying? There's color Japanese, color Chinese, those are different tribes that speaking in the biblical as well. You know what I'm saying? But dude, just recently in Australia, they just start breeding melanin in 1969. You know what I'm saying? Out the people in Australia. So therefore, it shows you right there. You know what I'm saying? That is more to this shit, man. That there's more to this stuff. And I got a project. I just gotta do it. I got a project that I explained to Shipper, and it's probably one of the most beautiful projects that will open up to the people's eyes. You know what I'm saying? And it might take some time, but we got some shit.
Wait. It's all good. I knew y'all was over there putting together something. I was over there too long, but it ain't never too long. But you know, it's all good.
Hey, shit, we was over there spitting, about everything, but then it's just about like I say, about the understanding of the process, the understanding about life, even scenarios of what we're trying to progress outside of the procedure. That's important too, y'all. This procedure is important, but also as important is you outside of what you're doing with the procedure, your health. You know what I'm saying? You got to do some introspecting. You know what I'm saying? You got to self-liberate to heaven. I'm in heaven. I could say that spiritually, meaning my soul for how I deal with the world. You know what I'm saying? The materialistic and worldly things. You know what I'm saying? That's where you will want to be. That's where everybody will like. That's why I would like everybody to be there, because the way I feel and take on experiences. Not saying I don't go through my times, but it's just the balance of control. You know what I'm saying? It's straight up.
Yeah, Midwest Shaq really he was helping me out, because I think I realized that, and after my conversation with Shaq today, I realized that I kind of was stressing out over some things, in commerce and whatnot. So, but Shaq helped me, kind of get some perspective.
That's all good, bro. As long as you got some perspective, and you can change that energy back to a positive. That's all that matters. Just
Wait, what is it? Hey, that's what I'm saying. So you just.
We take every situation. Like, I be down, my brothers be down, but we gotta get them up. We gotta. It's I call it practicing what you preach, because when one of us down, we always like, hey man, you gotta get. You can't be this. You can't be that. So when he down, I gotta be like the same thing. Like, we gotta practice. We gotta give him that energy, uplift.
And this what you gotta think of mathematics. Shipper was kind of stressing a little negative. I'm positive. I'm coming to him, but a negative and a positive is a negative, right? But people think of a negative of that way. But it's a positive because now I decrease his negativity, as in an uplifting way. Like, his negative didn't increase, it decreased. Right. So basically you level them out to you basically have an opportunity to become positive. So you know what I'm saying?
So it was a good thing for me to say, Shipper, go ahead on and call shot.
Mama, you know what I'm saying? On mamas, just like a negative and a negative, it makes a positive, but that's two negative energies going to increase the negativity that's going to come, increase the energy to make a worse outcome. See what I'm saying? So it's like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it in the terms of energy. But just like how Nikola Tesla and all the other people say, everything's energy on some real stuff. I'm telling you.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Magnetic. You know what I'm saying?
I
We got a
agree.
couple brains, and that's people think. We thinking here, but people got to remember we got the dition, the stomach is the first, considered the first. Some people consider it the first. Some people consider it the second. And we
Right.
feed in that brain what we eat it. You want to feed it dead things or electrolytes, things that's living to be able to remember your intestines and your mind communicate. Remember that. That's how you figure if you're hungry through the nervous system. So imagine if your stomach and your brain was at a high capacity of high energy. Just imagine, bro, what more energy. That's your force field. That's where your breath comes from.
Right.
Your breath comes from that, from your stomach. You know what I'm saying? From that, your deep breaths. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the breath fills the lungs. It didn't say the breath goes into the lungs. It goes through a system and it fills the lungs and decreases the lungs. It's a system. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah.
Real talk.
But yeah, yo, this is the knowledge we gonna be having this, bro. I'm telling you, the channel is gonna be booming. Midwest channel gonna be booming. My channel, when I create, is gonna start booming. It's gonna bring nothing but so much facts and knowledge to where people is gonna have no choice but we gonna attract the people with the knowledge and energy that we manifest in the world. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna have I got a method for people. We give you some of that shit with that one-on-ones and stuff of how to actually use methods that Nikola Tesla and other people did to manifest or to to train your way of thought and things of that nature. It's ways that y'all gonna do this, y'all. It don't matter where you at. You could be at the bottom. You could be at the bottom. You could be at the top in a matter of minutes or months. Straight up.
You know, because here's the thing. It's like, you know, Midwest. You know, these guys they cover the most important information, and it doesn't matter how diverse the information is. They cover such a diverse amount of information and spectrum of information and they study. They study. And I was saying yesterday, it's like you can agree to disagree about anything, but the discussion and the research is an opportunity to have a conversation and look at different perspectives and see what you think. Learn. It's an opportunity.
And I'm gonna go off what you just said. I'm gonna go off what you said, shit, because you don't even have to necessarily agree with what's being said. You know what I'm saying? But with not agreeing, remember, it's gonna come with some type of hospitality or feeling against that individual, what's being said. But remember, that's not you. Are you gonna control that energy, or are you gonna let it go out and say something but it's not necessarily whether you agree. It's called communication. So gain control of those feelings and express yourself without, I see the Gano, and express yourself maturely. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in a time in the world where when you don't agree, you just automatically getting hostile and not, you know what I'm saying? We don't want that. It's okay to disagree, but communicate in a way that's more mature and where even if you're right and they're wrong, why would somebody want to listen to somebody rapping like that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come maturely, right? It's called communication. It's called that, and we're in a world where people can't communicate unless you're on Instagram and pressing likes. You know what I'm saying? And using symbolism and emojis and shit. It's like we're going back. It's like we're going back to the Egyptian days when they was pen hieroglyphs. We got our own modern hieroglyphs we communicate through. You feel me? So we just gotta look at it in terms like that. Stay in control of your energy. Remember, energy moves. Remember, the chi moves before the movement. The energy moves and the body follows. So you could pick up off people's words and chi. I could sit there and this is how the martial artists do it. They read in the movements and the body language and the chi that's being revealed, rather if you train for it or not. You got to get in tune with this stuff.
Oh, that's what they're all doing. They're over there doing deals.
You know what?
And they could know when you're finna kick or hit because they feel the energy, they feel the chi comes, and then the movements come second. The things that you cannot see is real. So they feeling the things that's not seen, and then they reacting. You know what I'm saying? It's like a teeter-totter. You know what I'm saying? They're reacting off your chi, and then the chi comes, and then the physicality comes, and it's just go back and forth. You see what I'm saying? But people got to understand that You could change a lot in your life just by focusing on words and cheese of yourself and others when people come around. Rather you going to the bar at work, you know, focus just not mentally, but just focus on the energy that they're trying to get, just to see if you could pick up. Eventually, you will pick up on it and train yourself because that's what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Man, I'll tell you what. Shock. Boulders.
What's up with that shit, bro?
My goodness.
That's my brother, y'all. He out here dropping them. Everybody know when shot come on and he get to going, they be ready. They be sitting there just posting.
Yeah, I'll be having my little moment. I'll be in there chilling.
Yeah, and I like when you have your moment because you know I learn stuff too. I just sit back, I listen, I watch the chat, see what people say. You know, just manifest it. You know, that's how it go.
Yeah, you know what's so crazy though is that they never used to want us to read, and they still take books away. But now that we could read, they got us so dumbed down and comfortable that they so comfortable that we don't even find our way out now. They didn't want us to give us the ticket back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now we got the ticket. Now it's for free. We don't want to go get it. That's how broken down they got the people, the community at. Not just on the lower minorities, but even on the upper scale in the urban community. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
That's really something.
Absolutely right, my brother.
I mean, who would have ever thought, you know, that day would ever come?
But I tell you what, just like who I rock with, just like the mentor that came and got me on the right tracks. I was on the right train, right track. Hey, I'm trying to get my people out the door though. Remember, it's still tribal shit. Cause I'm making sure my people out the door still though be part of the blessing. You know what I'm saying? It's up to everybody to get their people up to get their people to the door. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, we getting multiples of people to the door, multitudes. This is just the beginning. Watch when disclosures start coming out and people start seeing the truth and people getting exposed. Watch how many people start flooding towards the truth.
Oh, wow. How about that? Yeah, people are going to be shocked and amazed, shocked and appalled. Everything
And people sitting there still waiting for a trumpet to be sounded in the air. And don't get me wrong, deceptions could be coming because remember the Bible give warnings. They got holograms. They can create anything in the sky. They can create anything, any story to for the people to still be in the entertainment. They can create anything. They got Tupac holograms, Michael Jackson hologram dancing. They can create anything in the air. Trust me.
That's why those particles in the air, I ain't even gonna go there no more. But anyway, yeah, they sure can. They can create whatever they want to create when they want to.
Any kind of illusion, we're willing to believe.
And them motherfuckers got nanobites all up in that sky will connect and make anything. Them motherfuckers going crazy. Now that 5G Wi-Fi got a bigger got a bigger purpose than what people think on that cell phone.
Yep, they make those announcements. That's the new communication system of the world. That's big. It's no small thing.
We're smoking on that loud Midwest, huh?
That's that hitter, put me down, sitter. Yes, Lord.
And that's what I'm saying, y'all. Like that shit crazy, man. I be feeling, cause I can't believe, in a way I was mentally and a spiritual where I used to when I was involved with religion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't claim religion. I claim a spirituality. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And people praying to a God, expecting God to help you all the time, and you praying because you're not helping yourself, but in reality, you got all the God power to create for yourself.
True.
See what I'm saying? There is a higher power. There is a creator. Rather, Jesus, Yahweh. There's so many names. However you want to tie back to the creator.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He forsaken Jesus. Jesus said on the cross and asked Father for. Jesus has all the power though. That's why you don't. It is. We have that power already. We're God. Why are we asking when we could utilize it already? That's what people fail to realize how much power we are. We are connected with the creator. We are connected with him through spirit.
Yeah, shot.
Through energy. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And all that Jesus shit, nigga, Jesus and the letter U was the last two letters introduced in the alphabet in the last 200 years, bro. Do the research. So what would they used to use it? They used to use the I, and they used to use the V for the U. You know what I'm saying? And before that, remember, there's 40 Bibles written before the King James Bible. The King James was just the first sold internationally, which was sold in commerce, and that's how they did the claim. They claimed people's land through Christianity, and they brought that teaching through them and came through them in that way. And they thinking it's a religion, but it's really a commerce book and holds spiritual principalities as symbolism to empower themselves. And that's how they conquer the world. And they come in not just in Christianity, but in Muslim. They come in Mormon. They come in all these religions, and they all go back to the Vatican and the Pope. Look up the multi-paprio. They all report to the Pope. I don't care what y'all talk. He got the keys. He got the keys to the world. You know? The Bible, God said the devil is God of this world. There's two gods in the Bible, all caps in the upper lower. Look at the Federal Reserve note. The God's in all caps. That's Caesar. That's the dead. Come on, what God you under?
Oh, mamas.
That's the public.
Man. Shock. He's on the 50 cal.
I don't know if no, it's the real stuff. Like,
thank you, my brother.
It's real stuff.
Yeah,
look up the London Company. Look up the London Company, 1609, bro. This is when it all started. Look up the London Company, bro. 1600. When did the Pocahontas? When did they start coming? In the 1600s, when the natives. When did they start claiming Europe, United States? Okay, exactly. When did they come to Jamestown? Okay, then. A couple years after what? Okay, after they went what? Commercially sold.
Look at my boy. Woo! We on fire, people. Let me go get the water hose. Somebody.
Now I'm saying though, look at it. When did they come to America? When did Christopher Columbus come? Just look at the time states and how everything was put in place before everything came. You know what I'm saying? Go look at Christopher Columbus journals. Who was the native people? What color were they? Okay. Look at Pocahontas. What color were they? They was dark. Okay. I'm just saying. All around the world. What was the Spaniard? All of them was, bro. Y'all gotta understand how migration and the sun and how the ice age, how everything played a part in us, as in the melanin skin tone as well, y'all, in time and age. You said a black motherfucker in solitary confinement for 15 years, he gonna come out 4 or 5 shades lighter.
That's fact.
Now imagine that do generations for thousands of years, for about 1,000, 2,000 years, and sitting in the snow, and your babies, you getting lighter, and through your base, your pigment, your DNA start to change, and then with less melanin, you become what? You start acting more crazy, like more hostile, and you know what I'm saying? They had the way to survival, bro. The way to survival. You know what I'm saying? What they say when with less sun start to mess with your mental state. Come on, bro. That have reports. Oregon got the highest suicidal rate, and Oregon is the least sunshine state.
Yes.
It gets rain damn near 90% of the year, 80% of the year. Cloud shadows. Come on, man. One of the highest suicidal rates in the United States.
Exactly. Man, that's the truth, y'all. I hope y'all looking up what he telling y'all to look up so y'all can see the truth. He ain't just saying it to be saying it, people. These are facts. Facts.
Talk that shit, Shock.
It was a London company, 16. It started in 1606, but it was done in 1607. Excuse me, I said 1609. I said 1607 or 1609, but it's 1607. Oh, and what happened? Oh my goodness, the James River on the Chesapeake Bay. Where's Chesapeake Bay? Is that in Virginia? Exactly. A Turtle Island? Exactly. Where did Pocahontas and them take place at? Exactly. The story. Exactly. Who Pocahontas get married to? Exactly. The European John Smith. It was all a part.
Yes, Lord. Getting that knowledge today, y'all. Whew. Mom.
It's heavy.
Yeah, that is heavy. That's some knowledge for you right there. That's some information for you if you didn't know. That's, go educate yourself. So, we just don't be on here talking. People do their homework, come out, give it like it is. Then he went back to the main show. He gave it to you in a row. Had an error, corrected it. Because, I ain't see nobody go to the chat and say anything about it, but it's all good. I like to hear them react to what you were saying. But he said, I am right too fast. I can't keep up with shock. LOL. Man, bring that positive energy. Love. I love knowledge. I need this. Thanks, family.
Y'all better stop claiming y'all African American out there. Shit, y'all better
The
stop thinking
plantation
y'all from
still lit.
Africa. Shit.
And that's all the game, man.
That's all it is, man.
I was at church, man. After I got woken up, I went to church one other time, right? I came, man. I went to church. I used to be in tongues. I spoke in tongues and all that. Don't get me wrong. I don't go against tongues. I don't go against the tongues. You know what I'm saying? Tongue with the. I don't really understand where. Maybe I'm just looking at maybe tongue is the original language from the beginning. Maybe our angelic, whatever. I'm talking about angel. Angel language. I don't know if it's an angel language, a spiritual language. We're all spirits connected to where we came back from the beginning to Yahweh, or however you want it, who it is. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I know there's different types, like interpreter tongues, where certain times tongues can be interpreted like certain shit. But at the same time, I know it holds another principle to it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. But at the same time, I won't speak against tongues because I felt that personally. You know what I'm saying? I felt that personally. But like I say, there's truth and there's non-truth in it all. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me. I don't talk down on none of it. I'm just going through my understanding. I see. That's it. Other than that, I don't talk down on that. I experienced tons though, so. You gotta understand that. And there's a lot. That's why I say where I came from, and I experienced a lot of shit. So that's what I'm saying. For me to come from and have the viewpoint where I have, it's true. You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? It's true, bro. I'm not gonna be because the type of man I am with principles and morals. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I won't be moving unless I feel strongly what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like it's right. Like it's something. Like I just feel it. Straight up.
I think that's I wonder sometimes like how everyone hears what's being said, and so I probably should look at the chat to look and see who's responding. But it's, if you have the opportunity to talk and to to put your thoughts out there, and it's just like with the process. It's like, well, then you have an opportunity to dialogue, and like Shaq was saying, is that you don't have to agree with every word that's being said, but because you might be at a different place, and but it's like giving, but it's doing it in a way where the other person, where people don't feel ashamed to have an opinion, whether they're right or whether they're wrong isn't even the point. It's the communication, it's the conversation. That's really, to me, that's the point. The point is the conversation. It's not
it is
who's right and who's wrong, because we're all learning.
And it's just not that. It's about communication. To figure out the problem, you can't figure out the problem unless you communicate. So, like you say, the basis of the thing is at least have an opportunity to communicate. You know what I'm saying? Even if you walk away agreeing or disagreeing, the point of the matter is you're thinking about what the conversation just had. So, regardless of the fact, both parties is going to think about the conversation, or at least people should think about conversations that they have in the day. If not, then what's the purpose of having a conversation? Like, if you're not thinking about what's been spoken, you're just wasting your time. That's like, even though the seed had been planted subconsciously, but if you don't think about it, how are you going to progress on it, or even have the train of thought to utilize, to utilize the situation? Like, it is what it is. Like, you got to put the work in.
I think it's probably not easy, to because I've heard people get in conversations, and then you hear two people are sometimes saying the same thing, but they're using different words, or they're using the same words, but they're not saying the same thing. And it's like, communication can be difficult, especially especially once emotions, are activated. Because once emotions are activated, I don't think you can really hear, because you're hearing it through your emotion, and that's gonna paint what the information is different.
Yeah, it's gonna affect it, and that's why I was saying earlier, you gotta gain control and look at third party emotions play a part. Like, emotions could be spirits, it could be entities, it could be egos that you had created through your life experiences. So it could be possessions. Rather, you look at it that way, not like angels and demons and things, but it is energies that's possessing your vessel to operate in this realm. So say like you have this perspective on life, and that perspective comes from this energy and came from this perspective of life that you went through, or that you had an experience, whether it was taught to you or was an experience that you've been through. You created us like a safe haven, rather it's a new personality, an ego, you know what I'm saying? But it's an emotion, rather what type of emotion it is, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? So when you have something that comes in interference with that belief or with that system, with you're coming with a new energy, it's presenting itself, and when it presents itself, that energy can pretty much kill off all other entities within you, because rather it's truth, it's something that you put your mind and understanding into, where once you accept that, now it becomes part of you and exists to you as a vessel, as an idea. Because a spirit could be an idea, it could be a thought, it could be any of that. It could be, it could be an energy. So that's what people got to start doing introspecting and looking at their emotions and the way that they act throughout the day and during certain topics and experiences and conversations, because certain topics and conversation can get you riled up. Now pay attention. Why is it getting you riled up? What is it that's pushing the button? You see what I'm saying? Once you figure what that is, then you could kill that entity. You know what I'm saying? By you gaining control of your subconscious and controlling your thoughts and emotions. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends how you think of it, and depending on how you feel, and just look at when look at how you operate as in everyday life. You come to me, everything's coming back to energy, and it's gonna come back to actual experiences and what you're doing. So that's why I break it down the situation, and I break it down to how it relates to energies and certain things, because to me it makes sense when you break it down. You know what I'm saying? And you could be drunk or you could be normal, but then you get rage and just you don't even know why. You just feel stupid. You like, man, I was out of pocket, or I don't know why I did that. I apologize. You feel that way because that wasn't you in that moment. That was that entity that was that was sprung from that emotion or feeling. You see what I'm saying? Now once that went away and you gain control of your own self, now you're having a different thought process. Now you're having a different thought process, your normal way of thinking and your normal stuff. But as soon as a situation comes in that interferes, that has to act. And like I said, you create that for these situations and purposes. As soon as something come up, you start feeling this type of way. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Or as soon as somebody come in a room, you feel this energy, that the energy that you hold in yourself wants to interact with that new person energy, just wants to automatically butt heads, or you know what I'm saying, interact rather good or bad. It wants and it needs you for that. And are you gonna let it happen or are you gonna control it? This is your vessel. This is your body. This is your happiness. This is your depression. This is your anxiety. You don't want none of that shit. You don't want that in your vessel. So don't let entities and energies bring that to your vessel. Control your vessel. Be in heaven. You know what I'm saying?
Be in heaven. I like that.
Them too.
But that was real.
They need to watch somebody.
And I just look at different terms, you know what I'm saying? A lot of problems and a lot of people's issues, it could break broken down to simple. It's just a matter about the way I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Even to the worstest things, even to people who that got things done to them that was harmful, it all is it's no harder. It's no simpler. It's the same. And it all starts with you. It's just I look at it. It's just like disease. It's all the same disease, no matter what type of disease. It all derived from something.
Went to church all the way.
Yes, he did. He must have fell out or something. He'll be back. He'll be back, people. We'll be back. Shock with the facts.
This trash.
Giving it to y'all just how it is. Yes, yes. Going down. Shock came in here spitting the facts. His phone died on him. Now he like, whoa. I know what happened to him. He done let the phone die on him.
This is my cup right here.
It's all good.
You don't want me to put this in there?
Not the other hand. Set that for my teeth.
Oh.
Just put the top on it straight.
Mine? I'm trying to stir it.
You don't have to.
All in one bunch.
Yeah. Just put some limes and some lemons and some water. Put it in the refrigerator. Let it do what it do. Let it do what it do. Peace to everybody. Solomon, what's up, King? Come on now, y'all need to move around. Yes. How everybody out there doing? People? Yes, Shock with the facts came in and shut it down. Shut it down.
Trigger.
Yes. What's up? Shock got y'all fired up. Let me see some threes out there. Let me see some threes if Shock got y'all fired up. Shit, I'm fired up.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed at just how much, I mean, how much wisdom. I mean, if I knew what Shock knew at at that age, I don't know. I mean, my goodness.
Yes. Shot came to bring the heat. Help the people understand. Somebody said, "How old is Shot?" You don't have to ask that, brother. Shock with the facts. Let me grab this, y'all.
Okay, let me check the chat. Because you'll never see me do a YouTube channel or anything like that.
I had to guide somebody through their website real fast as well. What's going on, Shipper? Everybody dropping them threes. Shot got everybody out there feeling it. Yes, yes, y'all out here. We want to welcome everybody to the Midwest Show. Kevy Kev is in the building. What's up, Kevy Kev? Shalonda is in the building. He said the life of King Wage. Yes, Lord. King Wage is in the building, y'all. Jay from the Shy's in the building, people. We got a nice little audience out here today. Yes, Lord. T-Wanda is in the building. Yeah, T-Wanda been here all day. So has Sachi. Sachi's in the building as well, y'all. We get back down here. They done dropped those threes. They've been dropping them threes. Who is Tom Darkness? 2002. It's in the building. What's going on, Tom? What's going on?
Hold on, y'all.
It's all good. Yes, Lord. We want to thank everybody for stopping through.
Hey, how long we gonna be on here for? A couple? Like how long? You gonna be on here for a minute?
Yeah, what's up? They want to hear you speak, so it wouldn't be right to just end it. You know.
Mike, you just gonna drop the mic like that and shit?
Take that. Boom.
Whoa, they it's intermission. Y'all better go use the bathroom, get y'all some water, a snack.
Yeah, what's going on with y'all though? Hold on, man. I gotta make a call one more. I gotta make one more. Hold on, real quick.
Okay, your business. Okay, what's up, David? Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. He said, drop the mic. No, he'll be back. He'll be back for the people. Spit them facts. Yes, Lord. I had to come back to the people with, some facts of the things, getting back to the basics of what we were getting to. I don't want nobody to think that we forgot about, what we, I think that's most important as far as freeing yourself from the system. Like I say, now I'm gonna come right back live, to promote the Gano. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, I'm gonna come right back as soon as I end this to promote the Gano. just like that. But I had to make sure that people know what's going on, and we still, we still on page, and everybody got their paperwork and their dates, and they following through with what needs to be done. So the segment right here, yeah, we did have Sachi come up with her little testimony, things like that, but we gonna come right
You gonna
back.
keep going down.
I miss Sachi's testimony. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're gonna bring them back because this really wasn't, the segment for that. We're gonna come back for the Gano next. This was just, get some knowledge out to the people. Can't forget about what's most important
For the people.
Wow, man. So I'm thinking,
I'm telling him how to go to his site real fast.
I just like, after that, I just feel like, just sitting on it and thinking, you know what I mean? And just kind of, letting it marinate,
Disrespect. You won't stop
yeah, man, what y'all thinking, man?
What y'all think out there, audience? Anybody got any questions? What y'all think about what Shock was saying? I love your info. We two-step up chat. When you have the time, have that H account Amazon to talk to me. It's all good.
Wait, is it Trina that don't like sleep or Tori that don't like
But I'll say, like, as I'm listening to Shock, I'm thinking, you really, it's like, we really have to stop and listen in order to hear what people are saying, because if we just listen to ourselves, or just listen to the what we think we know, it's like any piece of information can seem like all the information that there is. It's like something about history, you feel like maybe you know everything or something, because information can go really, really deep. But if but nobody knows everything, so you really have to listen to somebody who, when they have knowledge like this, and you really have to just sit and listen in order to really hear what's being said. Otherwise, I don't know. I guess I'm just saying.
Let me say this. Like, I'm only 26 years old, right? And all this comes from a 26-year-old. And this goes to say that knowledge comes from facing your fears and your own self. Knowledge comes from non-judgment. Knowledge comes from knowing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge comes from learning from your own mistakes, moving forward, not repetitive cycle. We've been through that over and over. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I was blessed with going through a lot of things young, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, people got to understand that judgment and being fearful of yourself and caring what people think about you plays a big part in your self-growth. Now, if you got all those characteristics and worries, it's going to be hard for you. It's going to be hard for you. You know what I'm saying? All the way real.
different channel, I think. This is a different channel. Go back. This one is HD or HD. They're the same thing. No.
Said it's gonna be hard.
I was watching the top one, but it would just switch commercials.
Oh, somebody
Yeah, yo. That's what I'm saying. Like, life is simple. The more you simplify things, the more life is easier. And I'll
That's
tell
what
you
I
what,
think.
my mixtape, I did it. And what I did in my mixtape is what I'm speaking on. I was facing my fears. I'm telling people what it is, not caring what they think of how I say and what I say. I don't care what I'm saying, her and them, because what matters more is me. You know what I'm saying? I'm more important than the person. I'm more important when I'm speaking about my mama when it comes to the feeling. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You cannot even care what your mama think. You can't even care what your grandma think. Not meaning in a disrespectful way, but meaning in a way they release because you what matters. You're the one that's hurting or feeling however you feeling.
Yes, yes.
Once you overcome not thinking what they think about you and you worry about hurting their feelings, if you hurt their feelings, then guess what? It's truthful. If you hurt their feelings, well, guess what? They're not ready to hear what you hurting, and if they was part of that, you know what I'm saying? Like if they was part of the issue, rather if they're part of the issue of why you hurting. If they feeling some type of way, then they play the part. You doing your job. You're pitting all your relief on them. I was looking right now. Exactly. And you said that, and I knew Malcolm X said them lines, but I didn't reference that he was saying them lines based on that. But you put that together, whether he said or not. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's proof of that's what I'm saying. When people are just hearing the knowledge and it could click bells in their own way of understanding, rather they put it together. Rather if I gave them the understanding or not. Rather, it just gave them a click bell to where, it brought it up and they put this together to make it understand to them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
She didn't have to understand that for me. Once I said the little stuff, she put that together and like, okay, boom, 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 and put it together to a understand and make sense to her own self. And then put it back out here like, look, okay, look, that fits exactly what I was saying, but in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
More even and using a public figure at that. And he had to use it in parables. I just broke it down simple because I'm not part of the politics. I didn't take that over. I don't do none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a deeper explanation. Malcolm X said it in a couple words, simple. Everything I said in a couple words. And why do you think they clapped him? Because he started seeing the truth and he started coming out what they had him in, which was programming. Which is the state of mind that I'm trying to tell y'all to understand yourself. And he started understanding himself by being aware of what was in front of him.
Right.
It's awesome. And you learning this from our past, y'all. You don't got to learn it from nothing. You don't even got to make mistakes to learn because you already made enough mistakes. One mistake is enough to learn, and you can learn off other people's mistakes. You don't just got to learn off yours. You can learn off others. That's even being more smarter. Why learn off your own mistakes and go through it if you can learn through this person that went through it and learn and go around that situation?
Right.
You might not learn the pain or you might not get the same benefits. You know what I'm saying? The comfortableness and the uncomfortableness, but you've got a method to go around it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You might not have the bruise and cuts from the stumbling part, but you still reap the benefits by going around it by learning it from somebody else.
Real talk. That's real talk. Real talk, people. Man. Shock, you hit them hard today. That's what I said. You hit them hard today. That's what they needed. Now that's a little wake up call right there. Everybody needs a little wake up call every now and then. You know,
this is
just get back focused. You know, you got to get back focused to what's on hand. I'm gonna come right back live though after we end this and do that little Gano thing for the
Niggas chilling. Anything.
yes
Niggas posted.
yeah,
Yeah,
you had a nice little crowd, man. You had about 24 people in here chilling at one time. And then it dropped, came back up and shit. So
niggas
I
doing
fucked with
something.
sending out. I was looking, I'm like, damn, start pulling these motherfuckers in like fish.
Hey, we fishing for the knowledge. We fishing for people to gain the knowledge, man.
Yes.
We trying to pit their people. What Jesus say when they was fishing, pit the boat, pit the cast it on the right side of the boat. We trying to get people on this right side so they can be filled with fish and knowledge and wealth.
Yes, sir. Just like that. We gonna come right back, people live with this Gano. Chris was already at the headquarters.
Whatever, right now. I'm about it.
Yeah. Shot, get yourself together. Chill out. I'm finna. What you say? 10 minutes, Shot? You need 10 minutes?
Nah, we can be regular right now.
Yeah. Y'all
I just thought you was going to go in the back office.
I know what's understood need not be explained. People will see you right back with Coffee with Me at West. We gonna finish dumping these Ganos. We got like 14 or 13 people left in front of the station. Gonna see if we can get it knocked down today, y'all. So I'll be back in a minute.